Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you all to the Q4 and FY24 post-earnings conference call of Ksolves India Limited. Today on the call from the management, we have with us Mr. Ratan Srivastava, Chairman and Managing Director, Mr. Manish Gurnani, Chief Technology Officer, and Mr. Umang Soni, Chief Financial Officer. As a disclaimer, I would like to inform all of you that this call may contain forward-looking statements which may involve risk and uncertainties. Also, a reminder that this call is being recorded. I would now request the management to briefly show us the presentation, talk about the business, performance highlights for the quarter that went by, growth plans and visions for the coming year, post which we will open the floor for Q&A. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Vinay. Thank you for making all the arrangements. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our investor conference call. We appreciate you taking the time to join us today. Before we go into the specifics, let me outline the agenda for our discussion. First, we will go for the company overview. Then we will go for the technology roadmap, then financial performance, and then question answer session. Well, I aim to keep this call informative. Please feel free to raise any question or comments you may have during the question answer session. Let's begin with the company overview. So we have completed 12 years of the services this year. 500 total headcount we have crossed. 30 plus countries and we have 150 plus happy clients. Revenue generated by repeat customers are more than 82%, and top 5 client contribution is the revenue 33%. Financial year 23-24, we have revenue growth 39% and PAT growth 38% year on year. The biggest milestone of this year, I can say that we have crossed 100 plus crore revenue and 500 plus headcount in this year, financial year 24. CAGR 20 to 24, sales is 81% and net profit 168%. We have technology partners, Adobe. We have done partnership with the Red Hat. We have done partnership with the Odoo. We have partnership with the Salesforce. We have partnership with the AWS. And in all this partnership, I would say that the best partnership was this Salesforce. Now we are Platinum, which is called these days Summit Salesforce Partner. We are certified from the Salesforce itself, and in India, I can say that there's very few companies who have this top partnership. Okay, and because of this top partnerships, we are getting so many meeting invites from the Salesforce itself for the future planning. Odoo, we have done excellent business, and yes, I will cover other things in the next slides. Key achievements of Q4 and financial year 24 is we have highest ever quarterly revenue in this quarter, 30 crore, 45 lakhs, 30.45 crore, and highest ever quarterly PAT, which is 9.40 CR. We have added a Fortune 500 customer, and he is into the telecom domain. And we have several business units, and in those business unit, we have one business unit which is called Odoo. And in this Odoo, we have 100 plus members. We have the total count. Okay, and this Odoo is growing very fast. Salesforce I have already covered. The new thing is that AI ML Center of Excellence. We have set up a center of excellence for the AI ML, considering the future in generative AI Okay, and then for that thing we have hired one very senior person. He has around 20 plus year experience, and he will lead this center of excellence. Okay. Now I'm coming to the deals we won this year. We have one deal, USA based automotive heavyweight uh, sector, and a part of this we have done one large Australian digital marketing firm, and that firm is is into the digital marketing, and this firm is the largest digital marketing firm in the Australia. UK based global commercial real estate service company, we won this customer. Data project with a distinguished banking institute in the Middle East. That bank is the huge bank, means the largest bank. We can say that one of the largest bank. A part of this, we have one deal. Uh, this customer is the largest driving school in the Dubai. A part of this, increasing engagements. We have done two new contracts with the USA based shipping giant, a new order from the largest bank in UAE, again in the big data. Uh, Next, here we have several awards. We have achieved several awards and achievement, but in this award, the most prestigious, I can say that we won Indian MSME of the Year 2023 by Economics Times. We won Great Companies SME Business Award 2022 under the Business Service and Consulting category by Great Companies. Next. Now, here you can see that what are the pillars of outstanding performance of Ksolves. So, lean cost structure, swift turnaround, high quality delivery, client centric approach, high customer retention, and definitely flexible and adaptive business model. These are the pillars of outstanding performance of Ksolves. Next. This is the complete timeline, but I'm directly jumping into 2021. 2021, we listed on NSC, then tech partnership with the Salesforce, Magento, Udo, and then at the same year, we got certified for a semi level 3. And this year, we have also done the renewal, means every third year, you need to go for the renewal, and you need to again submit all the paper and documents and each and everything. Then we have done that. Okay, and then we migrated to the main board of NSC and BSc, and we got the partnership with the Red Hat. I have already explained you. Salesforce I explained, and we have started this year a new office in Indore and Pune. Okay. Now I'm coming to 23-24. Achieved the Salesforce Platinum Partner, I have already explained, and 100 crore and 500. This was the major milestone of this 2020, 23-24. Next. Clientele, top 5 customers, revenue from top 5 customers are 33%. Revenue from top 10 customers are 50%. And here on the right side, you can see some customers. Apart of these customers, we have several other good customers, but due to non-disclosure agreement, we cannot disclose the name. But definitely, most of them are a reputed company, and they have a stable business. Next. Now I'm going to cover growth strategy. In the growth strategy, the business blueprint, I can say that we have expert management and expert technical team. We have diversified the business in terms of the customer, in terms of the geographic, means we do not depend on one country, and we do not depend on one customer. So we have so many customers and so many technologies, and and also the multiple countries. Okay. And definitely we always focus on the customer satisfaction, and because of this we get a continuous work from the customer, we get references from the customers. Okay, so these are the blueprint, business blueprint. Next, business strategies. Definitely we are focusing on the efficiency, maximum utilization of resources, expanding the current business relationship. Uh, for example, I and management people from the management team always try to meet customers to understand their requirement and to understand if they have any other requirement in other technologies. Okay, to showcase them that what we are doing new. Okay, and it helps us to lot. It helps us lot to get a new business. We are also investing uh, in infrastructure and the technology. As I always say that we are working in the niche technology, so if we want to uh, if we want to continuously work in the niche technology, then we need to continuously upgrade ourselves. So it requires lots of investment for the training and the infrastructure and technology. Next. I have already covered most of the things, because in this slide you can see that Salesforce Platinum, and then Center of Excellence, and then appointment of 20 plus VP engineering. So we can go for the next slide. Growth drivers. As I said that we always focus on the increasing the utilization resources or any other things. We always focus on the utilization, lean cost structure, then smart investment. For example, we are investing our time, money, and resources in the AI ML, considering the future business, big data. Okay, we are doing the tech partnership. We see we have a partnership with the Red Hat, and I can see that in future we may have events some also with the partnership with the Red Hat. They have given this offer. Okay, and if everything goes well, then we may have a event that, and it will help us to uh, attract the other customers who are uh, who are looking for companies who have a capabilities of AI ML with OpenShift. So Red Hat has a capability of the OpenShift, and we have capabilities of the AI ML. So this is something which Red Hat observed, and they said that let's do something together. Okay, so I can say that the Red Hat and partnership with the Salesforce is growing very fast. Okay, client relationship. We have a very good client relationship. Okay, and the proof is that 82% revenue is coming from the repetitive customer, and they are also growing very fast, and it is helping us to increase the work, because our number of resources are continuously increasing because they are growing fast. Next. Business generation strategies. As I said, that partnership, multi-channel marketing, content marketing. So overall I can say that organic and inorganic both. This is the business generation strategies. Next. Our service process, definitely it is something that first we do the requirement analysis, then we do the development, first we do the requirement analysis, then project management and quality assurance and software development, and then at the end of everything, support and the maintenance. Support and maintenance is very important for every customer, because so many companies do the development, do the requirement analysis, but at the end of the delivery they don't focus on the support and the maintenance. But we are also providing the support so that they can grow, and at the same time they keep enhancing the product, they keep adding the new features, and in that way we generate more work from the same existing customer. Next. Now I will ask Manish to cover the technology from technology roadmap from here. Manish, over to you.
All right, okay. I think I'm audible. Am I clear?
Yes.
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 All right. Thank you, Ratan, and good afternoon, everyone. So, like Ratan mentioned, right, uh, this year we have been focusing very strongly onto AI/ML, right? We have even launched a Center of Excellence. So, keeping that in mind, right, uh, AI and ML has been one of our biggest, I would say, growth drivers. Um the other one being big data. So AI, ML, and big data, these have been our prime focus areas for the last year. Uh, the other important areas like Salesforce, where we have become a summit partner, which is the topmost certification. Besides this, we are also working on DevOps, enterprise technology, and some products, as well as the bread and butter, which is like regular application development, which includes your mobile and as well as web, right? Now so I have, when I say we focus on AI and ML so much, right? How does that actually turn into business? So these are some case studies. We'll be focusing specifically on those which are related to AI, ML, and big data, and these have been done for our top clients. This client is one of, it's a US based client, and they are one of the leading uh, providers for edtech in Australia. So their product is being used across almost all the top Australian universities, and it's like a video product which through which the lecturer or the professor can share the lecture to the students online, offline. So they came to us. They were looking for uh, on automated generative AI based solution which could help the professors in assessment, in generating exams, in assessing students, right? So we understood, because we have been already working with them for a long time, we understand their domain very well. So we suggested, we will be using a open source large language model, which is the heart of generative AI, and fine tune it with the lectures that the professors are giving in the university. So based on that, we have created a completely Ksolves fine-tuned large language model, which is deployed in the customer's premises, in their infrastructure. That model is today able to solve many use cases. For example, once the lecture is done, it understands the context of the lecture, the PDFs which have been shared, and based on them, it generates questions and answers in real time. It also is able to generate exams which the students can then take. It is also intelligent enough that it knows which area of the lecture is more critical or more important, which has to be given more weightage. So it generates questions and assessments on those topics with, it creates more questions on those topics, right? So the other thing that has been done over here is, this all requires what we call as a prompt engineering. So this is where Ksolves shines. All these technologies, prompt engineering, fine-tuning of large language models, these are something which we have not seen being done by a company of within our category. Going ahead. So this is another very big customer. This is again a Fortune 500 telecom giant. What they were looking for, sorry, this is for another customer which is based in Germany. So they were looking for a very large database movement across a NoSQL database, what they is MongoDB, to a SQL database. The problem was the existing solutions which were out there, they were very slow in terms of processing, or either if you were to go for a proprietary license tool, the costs were very, very highly expensive. So they came to Ksolves, how can this be done in minimal cost, but at the same time managing the efficiency and and the whole process as such. So over there, we suggested that we will employ NiFi as a solution, and NiFi is being open source. The cost is also, there is no licensing cost per se of NiFi, but you need real expertise to develop such a complex flow. So we had worked with them. The data was coming in different formats. It was coming at different speeds. There was certain what we call as batch as well as real time processing. So we leverage Kafka over there. The NiFi flow was connected to this Kafka cluster. It was ingesting data from all that Kafka, transforming that into appropriate schema as per the RDBMS, and pushing it all across. We also worked for this transformation on a framework called Jolt. Now, Jolt is again not something which which typically all big companies, or maybe which requires a lot of experience. It's not something which can be done by any small company. So coming to third case study, this is for a telecom giant, Fortune 500 company. So they were running huge reports, and what they were seeing is that their existing infrastructure was slowly becoming, it was taking a lot of time to generate those reports. So they wanted a solution which could process billions and millions of records and give them reports within few fraction of seconds. A lot of research was done over there, and after all of that, we suggested that what we will do for you is we will leverage a technology called Apache Druid. Now, this is again a big data technology, very high-end niche technology, I would say. From Ksolves, we had people who were like, Druid architects, Druid developers, senior ETL developers. They understood the entire process, and then they helped deploy that Druid infrastructure within their premises. They helped them develop that entire Druid-based pipeline. And as a result of all of this, finally, the entire report that was taking earlier, I would, what I recall was around 30 to 40 minutes. This was being generated within few seconds now. This entire pipeline is right now live and is working perfectly fine. The client is also very happy. And based on this, they have, the project size itself has grown. They have involved into other technologies also. Right. So in short, what I would just like to summarize is, at Ksolves, when we are working on AI ML, we are working on big data, right? We are working on things which are like, let's say, for example, if you talk about generative AI, there is something with term called as RAG. Now, RAG framework is something which needs a lot of engineering as well as experience to build a solution based on that, right? And if you talk about only ML or artificial intelligence, model development is just one part, but building that model and deploying that model so that it actually serves the purpose, monitoring of that model, getting feedback of that model back into it so that it becomes efficient and accurate over the time, that also requires a lot of engineering and a lot of, I would say, knowledge. That is where Ksolves excels. And this has always been our biggest strength, due to which many clients have come to us and they have stayed with us, and in fact given more work to us related to these technologies. So coming to us, so what we have also been doing last year is we have been trying to participate in a lot of domestic as well as international events. The leftmost slide that you see, leftmost picture that you see, is we participated in a very prestigious international event held at Dubai, which was called Global AI Show. It is one of the biggest events for AI. We were the platinum sponsor over there. I personally had a keynote session over there. You can see our team also interacting with a lot of clients over there, and it generated a lot of interest. We have got very good leads from over there. The second We also participated at the Predictive Analytics Summit, which was held in Mumbai this year. And again, we were one of the keynote speakers over there. The event gave us very good sort of a lot of clients. We got a lot of leads from that events. And the third one that you see is this was an Udo event which was held at Belgium. Now Udo, like Ratan earlier mentioned, right? It's one of a biggest team that we have. The Udo is based. The Udo itself, the founders are based in Belgium, and this event was a very prestigious event for them. We were one of the top, I would say, speakers over there. And over here, you can see Ratan himself giving a speech over there. So, in all, we have been trying to sort of share our knowledge as well as our, do some marketing of Ksolves brand in domestic as well as international events. All right. Okay, so now I'll hand it over to Umang.
Okay, thank you, Manish. Good day and very warm welcome to all of you. Thanks a lot for taking time to join us today. Ratan has already walked us through the market outlook, and Manish has given us the insights on technological roadmap. So now let me quickly walk through the financial performance for the quarter ended March 24, followed by annual performance and some financial insights. Next. Okay, so our consolidated revenue for the quarter stood at rupees 30.45 crore, reflecting quarter-on-quarter growth of 7% and year-on-year growth of 34%. Profit after tax for the quarter stood at 9.40 crore, reflecting quarter-on-quarter growth of 5% and year-on-year growth of 28%. Our EBITDA margin stood at 42.5% for Q4 FY24 as compared to 40.8% for Q4 FY23. Next. Yeah, I've already covered EBITDA sales. We can move to next slide. Okay, so now coming to annual performance. So I'm pleased to share that Ksolves has reported a resilient performance, and we have crossed the milestone, and we delivered a revenue of 108.64 crores for FY23-24, giving us a growth of 39% on a year-on-year basis as compared to FY23. And profit after tax stood at 34.15 crores, giving us a growth of 38% on year-on-year basis as compared to FY22-23. So you can see we've shown tremendous 10x growth in revenue in last 5 years and 50x growth in profit after tax in last 5 years, which shows our commitment to delivering profitable growth consistently. Next. Okay. So in continuation to our growth, we have been continuing to pay heavy dividend with around 68% of dividend payout in FY23-24. And if you imagine this, a shareholder who initially invested rupees 1,20,000 in our IPO for 200 shares now boasts a staggering 9,600 shares thanks to bonus adjustments. And since listing, their total return has skyrocketed to close to 9,400%, means 94 times. So that's an incredible journey from an initial investment of 1,20,000 to a whopping rupees 1,12 lakhs, encompassing both stock appreciation and dividends. And in FY23-24 alone, this fortunate investor have pocketed a dividend of rupees 19.50 per share, outshining the original adjusted issue price of rupees 12.50 per share. Okay, and as you can see, around 74% of our free cash flow has been paid as dividend during the year. And being a debt-free company, we have been consistently delivering superior return ratios. That is, return on equity is around 150%, and return on capital employed is close to 200%. So in terms of geographical footprint, 81% of our revenue comes from overseas customers, out of which North America remains our largest overseas geography with 86%, followed by 9% from Europe and rest 5% from rest of the world. And 19% of our total revenue comes from domestic clients. Last year it was 23%. So this shows our more focus to overseas customers. So now coming to revenue mix from technology perspective. So open source technology and Salesforce continue to lead, with each generating more than around 20% of our total revenue, followed by Odoo, which is 18%, and AIML big data more than 10%, and rest for mobile apps and DevOps and automation and QA. And you can see we are a service-based company, so 97.5% of our total revenue comes from developing and consulting services. Next. Now coming to revenue mix by industries, that is our customers' domain. So you can see we provide our services across diversified industries as displayed here on the screen, with technology continue to remain largest segment, followed by services, telecom, marketing, retail, edutech, BFSI, etc. So this next. Okay, so with this, I will now pass the call to operator to open the floor for questions. Thank you for your patience and continued interest in Ksolves. Thank you.
Thank you, management team. Anyone who wishes to ask a question, use the option of raise hand. We'll take our first question from Vaibhav Temani. Vaibhav, you can go ahead.
Hi, am I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, hi. So how much growth do you see coming from Salesforce, Odoo, Red Hat, etc. in future? And I ask this because you're saying you're now focusing on AI/ML and it contributes around 11% of your sales. But your growth up till now in last 4 years is not driven by AI/ML. So why is this insistence on AI/ML also?
Manish, can you answer this?
Yes. Okay. So first and foremost, why this growth on AI and ML, right? So we realize that the future cannot be only just Salesforce and Odoo. We are not leaving Odoo and Salesforce, by the way. We are focusing them also. But what we realize that big billing, big projects, all those will be coming from AI ML. That is the future for sure. And if we cannot be left behind on that. The comparison, if you look at it, maybe 1 year, if you look at it 2 or 3 years back, AML was very small part of it. Compared to that today, it is 11%. That too of the when we are at 100 CR. So the pie itself has become big, as well as the AI part itself also has become very big. So that is the reason that AIML has been one of our prime areas. Secondly, we will still continue to work on Odoo as well as Salesforce. We will not let them they have been doing good. We still have big teams. We have got big projects working on Odoo as well as Salesforce. But we do not see that they will be able to give us that margin that AIML can give.
Okay. And on the same lines, do you funnel your leads through cold calling? Like that's the prominent mode, or is it more about your clients giving good feedback to other clients, and that's how you get more traction?
So client retention has been one of our very big fortes. You can see that in the numbers also, right? So first and foremost, what we do is, let's say some of these clients, right, what you were seeing, right, they were working with us, let's say on Odoo. Then once we did good with Odoo, then they realize, okay, what else can we offer? So we upscale them, the other technology. So in a way, Odoo Salesforce also helped me drive related projects with that same client. It's not that a client will be working only on Salesforce, right? It's the Fortune 500 company. They may be having Salesforce only as just one part, but they will also be having, let's say, big data or other things related to them, right? So one is that we get repeat business from the same client. Second is we have been participating, in these events also, right? That I just mentioned earlier, right? Some of those leads have been coming from there also, because over there we actually get to meet some of the potential, or let's say potential leads face to face. It gives very clear indication and very good impression if we can show to them right now, then and there itself, our capabilities. And we can, we have done live POCs over there itself, live demos. So that has been very helpful for us. And thirdly, we do have, the word of the mouth which flows because of, our existing clients.
Okay. And just one last question. Do we have a purely service-based model where we get the technological requirements and then we deploy our service team? Or do we also do some products and solutions? And the reason I'm asking this is because would this business linearly scale with employee base? Let's say you have 500 employees now and you have touched 100 crores top line. If you have to grow to 500 crores top line, does that mean you need 4x or 5x more employees, or are we looking at products, solutions,
Okay.
technological accelerators?
Vaibhav, Manish, I'm taking here from. Okay, so Vaibhav, first of all, Manish has covered that how we are getting the business, but on a lighter mode, it is a secret. Okay, I don't think कि हमें सब कुछ सही सही बता देना चाहिए कि कैसे बिजनेस आता है, ठीक? But anyway, Manish has covered, and I have explained that there are several ways, organic and inorganic. Second thing that we are working in the niche technology, so customers are coming automatically. Means we do not need to put lots of effort as we do for other technologies. For example, open source, okay, e-commerce, okay. These kind of technologies, you need to do a lot of efforts, cold calling, and email campaign, and Google AdWords and all these things. But for the big data, AI, ML, if you are able to show your capabilities properly on your internet, on your website, so customers will automatically contact you, and these things are happening with us. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
We'll take the next question from Richa Agarwal, which I can go ahead to.
Sir, thank you for the opportunity and congratulations on a good set of numbers. So my query was, if you have to compare yourself with, in terms of scale or in terms of capabilities within Indian industry companies that you compare yourself with or benchmark yourself against, what would be those names in the listed space?
There are so many companies who are doing well, okay, and definitely it is a tough answer taking the name. Okay, again, it is something that I'm giving. Indirectly or indirectly, I'm giving them high priorities or importance. Okay, so I would not take any name, but definitely there are good companies who are billion-dollar companies. I can say that they are. I would like to do something like them.
Okay, so my next question was that what is it that is allowing us, this kind of growth along with the margins, which is, kind of industry beating, especially in the recent times when IT industry has suffered some kind of setback because of the US budget constraints or limited spending on tech. If you could help me with that differentiation that you bring to the table.
Sure. First thing is that we are working on the niche technology. Second thing is that the lean cost structure. We have a very lean cost structure, means the costing of the development is low as compared to those companies. So still there are these companies are struggling to get the business, but for us, most of the companies are outsourcing to us because of this lean cost structure. And this is not something with us only. This is something with all the small cap companies. Okay, if in the market you will see that small cap companies are doing good as compared to large cap companies. Okay, and this is just because of this lean cost structure. So for a small cap industries, costing is low as compared to means development cost is low as compared to cap large cap. Okay, so because of these things, small cap is growing fast.
So my understanding is that it's more a cost orientation or focus on cost rather than the kind of projects you take. It's not that you are saying no to any kind of commoditized the products or demands that lead to low billing, but more of cost focus that is actually leading to.
Cost is one factor, and then I said that the technology. Okay, I don't say that the billing is the factor. Okay, means we are not very much compromising with the billing, but definitely our billing is lower as compared to those companies. But those companies have so many other formalities which they do before starting the project. Okay, so that's why their cost is high as compared to us. Here we directly jump into the project. We at least start the requirement analysis. Okay, so you can say that response time is very quick here. Response is very quick here. Okay, so that is the major reason for the growth.
And so what was the attrition rate for the year and the quarter?
See, numbers I I do not remember, but one thing I can say that it is attrition is lower as compared to last year. Means, okay. No.
And so if you could also share, how many Fortune 500 clients we are working with. I mean, not the names, but what percentage of revenue would be coming from Fortune 500 clients? Like something on the profile of the clients, how big they are.
See, it is continuously growing. One thing. Second thing that I have started working with the Fortune 500 client last year, means at the starting of this year, and that time uh, assignment was very small. But right now, very huge team is working, and they have indicated a signal that they are going to increase the amount of the work. Okay. And other companies are also $1 billion companies. Definitely, we have signed the NDA. They are not very much interested to disclose the names, but most of the companies are very reputed company.
Okay. Okay. I'll join back the queue. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
We'll take the next question from Abhishek Singhal. Abhishek, you can go ahead, please.
Hello, am I audible, sir?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much giving for me opportunity and congratulations on good set of number. Sir, my question regarding currently we are at CMMI level 3. So from level 3 to level from when we planning to reach?
Okay. So recently, just 1 week before, we have closed all the formalities to renew the license CMI level 3, and we have requested uh, to them that how we can get the CMI level 5. They said that it is not something like CMI level 3. For CMI level 3, we need to prepare for CMI. We need to. It takes 2 months for all the preparation. But for CMI level 5, it will take at least one year, and range can be a 1 to 1.5 year. Okay. So only
Okay.
thing is that what is distracting me to get, or what you can say that is stopping me to get CMI level 5, because most of the management, including me, Manish, all the technical project managers, they spend a lot of time to prepare all these documents, and in that case it will affect the business. Okay, so I'm trying to find a way where I can go for the CMI level 5 without much affecting the cost, much affecting the business.
So in FY25 we reach at level 4.
See, CMI level 4 I don't think exists. CMI level 3 to you will have to jump CMI level 5.
Okay. In next 1 year we reach at level 5.
No, again I say that. See, first of all, company CMI level 3 or CMI level 5, it does not impact on it does not impact the business. For example, Pune-based one company, $1 billion company, was CMI level 3 for so many years. Okay, and I think still they are CMI level 3. So
Okay.
CMI level 3 and CMI level 5, it is not something that it will create a way of to get a huge business, but definitely it is a kind of pride. okay, that we are jumping from 7 level 3 to 7 level 5, and definitely I would like to get that, but in near future.
Okay. And second question, whether we can make our own marketing team in instead of Odoo or Salesforce, and continuation on that, when we able to develop such marketing team, forecasting your mind, if we reach this target, then we develop our team.
See, I think we have already marketing team, okay, and it is around 17 to 18 people, marketing team, and they are working very hard to get the business, okay. So I think we have already marketing team. Without marketing team, how we can support the customer, how we can get the business, and even we get the business, how we can uh, start the discussion. There should be someone who will manage the new customer as well as who will take care of the existing customer. So we have already team, support team and marketing team.
So going forward, business from Salesforce and Odoo range between 40 to 50% or come down in future.
See, I cannot give you the numbers, but definitely percentage. I cannot give you the percentage. Okay, but definitely numbers will increase for the Salesforce as well as for the Udo.
Okay, and sir, last question for when end consumer comes with us for Salesforce and Odoo platform, what is the revenue sharing between us and Odoo?
See, I think more than 90% goes to us. Okay, because there are two ways to develop ERP implementation. One is the community based, and one is the enterprise. Okay, so we mostly go for the community because customers most of the time want too much customization, and if they will go for the enterprise, then customization is not possible, and even if we will do, it will be very costly. So again, licensing cost and server cost. So most of the time customer go for the community. Okay, so when we go for the community, everything comes to us.
Okay, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
We'll take the next question from Dheeraj Dave. All those who wish to ask a question may use the option of raise hand. Dheeraj, you can go ahead, please. In the meanwhile, I have a question on chat, sir. How much of the 500 staff are overseas? Are any of them developers? This is a question from Abel Amon.
Okay, so see, basically, we do not have any staff in overseas, and I don't think that we will have a overseas staff in next 1 year, because in overseas cost, they are trying to reduce the cost continuously. They are facing the costing problem, so that's why outsourcing is getting increased. Yes, one thing I can see that there's a progress in Ksolves. In last 3 months, what we have done, we have sent 3 to 4 people. One is in US for 2 weeks, one is for Maldives for 2 weeks, and one is going for another country, Siberia. Okay, I think one or two I'm missing. Okay, because I have not noted down this thing. Okay, but what we have observed, that customers are asking people at their place for the requirement analysis for week or 2 week or 3 week, and then they are sending that, okay, now you can work from your location, and for these things they are paying at the same rate what they pay to their employees at their location. So it is something that we have started offering to our customers, that we are ready to visit your place, and if customer is good, then we are ready to even pay, even we are ready to send our people at our cost. But till now, fortunately, customer is paying. Okay, because of this we are getting too many benefits. One is that customer acquisition is easy now, because we have we have people ready with the visa. As I explained in the last call, that we have got visa a business visa for so many people in the US. And second thing, that people in our company who, because if you will see our company profile on LinkedIn and or whatever, wherever, you will see that so many people are working with us since long year. Okay, since so many years. Okay, so it is kind of motivation for them that they are also getting chance to see other countries, and it is helping us to. Uh, they are understanding the culture of the other countries also. So multiple benefits I'm getting, but definitely in one line, I do not have any plan for overseas team in next 1 year, considering the current market scenario.
There's a further follow-up question from him in the chat. Can you also uh, give us an idea of what will be the headcount addition likely in the next 1 year?
See, as I said, that the growth, see, it is again coming, it is related to the growth. Okay, if I'm assuming 35% plus minus 2% growth, okay, then I can say that to maintain the 35% plus minus 2, I need to have 40% headcount increase from here. So 500 to 700 at least 500 to 700, maybe a bit
That
more than that.
means you'll go from 500 employees to 700 employees.
Yes,
Okay,
minimum. Because
we'll take.
see, we are hiring at least 40 to 50 to 70 employees every month. Definitely few employees are leaving. Okay, so if you will see this run rate, then it is coming around more at least 700 headcount in next 1 year.
We'll take the next question from Pratik Dedia. Pratik, you can unmute and ask your question.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for the opportunity. First question is in terms of geographic diversification. Are you looking?
Your voice is very slow.
Pratik, can you speak up a bit? Your voice is not clear.
Okay, is this better?
A bit more?
Okay. Now?
Yeah, go ahead.
I have increased the volume. No worries.
Yeah. Okay. So my question is more on the geographic diversification part. So are you looking to diversify in other geographies? So I see US being very big contributor. Is there any plans to do that, given the slowdown of especially among the US?
See, we are already in US. We are in Australia. We are in Germany also. We are in UK also. But definitely, if we are talking that stabilizing a new offices there, no, that is not in my plan. But acquiring new business from other countries, yes, we are doing continuously, and we will do. Okay, we have a business in Dubai. Last year it was small, and this year it is larger as compared to last year, and definitely next year I can see the inquiries, and based on those inquiries, I can assume that it will be better than this.
Okay. All right. The other question I had was on the pricing part. Are you seeing any pricing challenges from the US side? On the US front, or from clients based out of US? Any pricing challenges have you encountered in the order?
See, definitely pricing challenge is there because they are facing the problems. Okay, but still, since beginning, I'm saying that we are working in the latest technology, niche technologies. So competition is less as compared to other technologies. If I go for the Magento, if I go for the PHP, if I go for the digital marketing, competition is very tight. Okay, but for the big data, for the AI ML, competition is less as compared to other technologies. But yes, pricing is challenge. Getting a higher rates is tough. Okay, but still, it is whatever we are getting, it is good for us for now.
All right. Okay. And one last question from my end on the niche technology. Can you throw a bit more light on how are you differentiating yourself from the competition? More on the technical side, and how is it that you are able to get the business apart from the cost part that you mentioned earlier? Anything else that you can throw light in terms of competitiveness?
Pratik ji, somehow I could not hear you properly. Not sure, Vinay ji, if you can repeat this question because
Sir, his voice is very fumbled. Pratik, can I request you to put the question in chat? I'll ask on your behalf.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah. In the meanwhile, we take the next question from Richa Agarwal. Richa, you can go ahead.
So thanks for the opportunity again. My question is that in the recent years, you have increased the dividend payouts. So my question was, considering that we want to, grow in niche technologies, and this is an area that keeps getting disrupted or more competition keeps coming in. Do we have any plans for acquisition? And I mean, if you could just share your thoughts on growth, whether it come organically or do you have plans for acquisition, and if so, are you already evaluating candidates for that?
Okay, so first of all, we don't have any plan for acquisition because I have seen that it is very rare that any acquisition got successful. Okay, it is very rare. I don't say that a zero result, but rare. Second thing, that what I find the problem in acquisition, the cultural difference. Okay, if I will acquire any company which is at the same level of the Ksolves or smaller than this, then the managing the employees will be a very tough. Okay, because culture will be totally different of these two organizations. So I don't want invest my time to manage the culture. Okay, I want go grow organically. I want to hire people, and then I will set my expectation. Uh, uh, I will define the rules, and I will provide them trainings so that they can fit into our culture and they can be very productive. And it is very hit formula since last 12 years. So I don't think that I'm going to try any other formula.
And sir, could you share any kind of targets or guidance, based on the current demand or the pipeline that you see for the
Uh,
next 5 years, if not short term?
Definitely, I don't have any guideline or targets for the future. But yes, everyone has a target for the future. You have target for your future. I have target for the future. I would like to maintain and I would like to grow. Everything depends on the circumstances. But definitely, I would like to grow. I would like to do better than this.
And so on the margin front, do you think these kind of margins would be sustainable? What kind of competition are you seeing in these new technologies as well?
See, as things are moving forward, I can assume, I can guess, I can see that the margins are sustainable for next for the next few months or few quarters, for the few years. But everything depends on the circumstances. As I said in the beginning, that our cost is structure is the lean, and we are getting the demands. Okay, and if we will not unnecessary, if we will not uh, increase the costing, then definitely margins are, I can say that margins we can manage. We can manage, okay, if everything
Okay.
goes well.
Okay. Thank you and all the best.
Thank you, Richa. We'll take the question from Pratik Gedia. He sent me on chat. Can you throw some more light on the competitive aspects apart from pricing part that you spoke about earlier?
See, in the last con call, I said that we do not have any problem on the demand side. Okay, problem is on the supply side. Okay, finding a right people these days are very challenge, big challenge. Okay, people are coming with the mindset that with the different mindset as compared to the last few years. So finding a right people and finding a good talent is the huge challenge for us. Demand is not a problem. Okay. So that's why what I have observed that when we see, you are our investors, so I'm talking very honestly and openly, that when we hire someone having experience 5 years, 6 years in the market, and we interview them, then we observe that they have whatever they have knowledge, the same knowledge we have people who have 2 year experience. Okay, so finding a right people, or in other word, I can say that supply is the challenge, not the demand. I don't see that any problem on that side.
So, we'll take the next question from Dheeraj Dave. Dheeraj, you can go ahead.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. So congratulations on good set of numbers, Vikram and team. My first question is basically, can you give some indication on your dividend payout, because that has been 100% 2 years back to 75% now, and in past, at least whatever I understand from my instruction is that you were looking forward to very high dividend payout. So just wanted to know, do you have any kind of, isn't it the right time to have a dividend policy crystallized? Maybe say 70%, 60%, whatever, or some range kind of thing.
Again, somehow, Umang,
Yeah.
we were able to listen this question.
Yes. So Dheeraj, currently we are paying around 74% of our free cash flow as dividend, and you can see that if you compare it with the industry or other competitors in the same level, so they are not paying that much. So we have a heavy dividend policy, and we are continuing with it for say next few quarters or few years. And since we are still growing and we are getting more business, so we'll plan a dividend policy for that, a fixed dividend policy that you're saying. But currently, as and when we grow, and since we are a debt-free company, we don't plan any acquisitions. We are growing organically, so we'll continue this.
Yes.
Okay, thanks a lot. And Ratan, just one more suggestion. In fact, I have done study of many companies, almost 500 companies since IPO, and I can say probably Ksolves would be one which had quickest to give return, that 12 rupees 50 paisa as a dividend. You should look at Limca book of record to get yourself registered on that part. I'm not sure whether it's a Guinness book, but 12 rupees 50 paisa, I think you within 16 or 18 months, you have paid back that by way of dividend. So I must congratulate management and team for that. And probably you may consider if you want data, I can provide. If you need any data, including Colgate, including whatever since inception, ITC, Britannia, none of the company has given that kind of it. So
thank you, Dheeraj. You made my day. Thank you.
Wish you all the best.
Thanks, Dheeraj. We'll take the next question from Aman Agarwal. Aman, you can go ahead, please.
Hello. Hi, Ratan sir. Hi, Umang. Hi, Manish sir. I am first saying congratulations, kudos to you to cross 100 CR mark. It's very important in life when we go with this journey. And first of all, you have there's a stellar performance by your company. It should be appreciable by the market. It is really very good. I have only one question with you. As company now recently got the new Dubai client also, as you telling in your sheet, and you are working on big data technology work as you started. I think as your presence and you are growing as much faster, you may get a good opportunities ahead also. So like these kind of companies are also getting like this net web technologies and nearby technologies. They were partnering with NVIDIA and all this new technology and both data centers. So do you have any plans? Because you are also now started to working but big data technologies and all.
Manish, you can answer on this.
So if I correct, right, you were asking about we got Dubai, these leads, right, and then we have got working this big data, right? So what was that related to data center that you said? NVIDIA.
Yeah, yeah. Look, these companies are partnering with the NVIDIA now. Many of the companies, so or any other AMD chips and all to manage their data, giving the server data because they need a very big data servers for a big data
Correct,
analysis or big data
correct, correct,
services.
correct.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So see, when you talk about all these data warehouse, right? That's a very separate skill set. We are very focused on what we want to do, right? We don't want to go everywhere and then not achieve anything. Rather than what we will do is
Yeah.
we will focus on some few things and do excellent work at that. Once that is delivered, then we can think about, okay, probably we can now look at something else, something else, right? When you talk about these data warehouse, right, NVIDIA and all these things, right? So this is primarily infrastructure business. We do not want to get into setting up of selling of hardware. We are more onto software side. We are not into the hardware side. Number one, right? For these hardware and all those things, right? What we do is we rely on our partners. For example, Red Hat. They will do that. They help us on those things, right? If there is a data setup, right? These Red Hat in AWS, these guys can help us. What needs to be done from the point of servers and hardware specifically, right? We will, if required, if there's a project, right, that we want to get into, probably we'll get into a partnership with one of these giants, right? Maybe Dell, maybe other HP, right? But we do not want to focus specifically on hardware right now. Our forte is software. Within software also, we know exactly where we want to focus on to. Like I said, AI, ML, big data, all those things, right? So let us focus on that. We are seeing a lot of things already are there which we are not yet to fulfill. So our focus is let's get that plate cleaned up, then we'll look at something else.
That's nice. To be a focus, that's nice one. Yeah.
And I have already explained in the call that that's why we are doing the partnership with the Red Hat and we are doing the event and all. They will take care about the hardware. We will take care about the software.
Yeah. I think their biggest client is General Electronics. What they mostly they're known for. And yeah, as your performance wise, you are very good. So you should come in Fortune 100 companies of India if it's in the growth purpose. If there is any kind of strategies there, if they are known. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for what you said.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Aman. We'll take two more questions from the chat. One is from Mr. S. Das. Are you seeing any obstacles in future that can hamper the growth of the company?
अनिल, क्या बोलूं इसका आंसर? तो मुझे लगता है कोरोना से बहुत डर लगता है. अगर ऐसा हुआ कुछ तो फिर अलग बात है. Otherwise, I don't think that anything will go wrong.
And a question from Vaibhav Temani.
Sorry for this answer, but I don't think that anything is going in anything will hamper the business. If anything like this corona or any world war or anything which is going all around the world, if it happens, then definitely it will hamper the business. But I don't see that any reason I can say that it will hamper the business.
And a question from Vaibhav Temani. What is the employee attrition rate?
See, it is lower than the last year, but accurate rate Umang can give you here.
It's in the range of around 19%.
So since there are no further questions, I would invite you to give us a closing comment.
So see, thank you for arranging this call. I tried my best to give answer to all the investors, and thank you to all the investors, and thank you for showing trust on us. We will try our best to maintain your trust, and we will do our best. Thank you, Vinay. Thank you, all the investors.
Thank you, sir. On behalf of Ksolves, we thank you all for participating on this call. We end the call here with you may disconnect now. Thank you.
Thank you.